Hello, friends and neighbors. Welcome to another production of the program. Here we are on TV. Once again, what's a day every day? Turn on the machine and live forever. Oh, I never did find that sauce. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's spilled. Yep. Well, I found it and it spilled. Remember yesterday? I don't know if I called it lost sauce or not. Almost did. But I could have called it that today because it's spilled and gross. Just like I thought. Just like I knew. Just gonna wipe it up and hope for the best, because a little bit of sauce on the ground, a little bit of things in the sauce. I'm cleaning up a little bit right now. It's Thursday. Yeah, made it. Who would have thought? My friends out there in TV land, thank you for joining me. It's a very difficult time. This sauce, dirty sauce time. With my water. Then I bring it over here. Let's fill that too. No, it's right here. Yeah, we got these tables, but the tables, we should get the stuff from the tables and put it somewhere else, because the tables are full of stuff. I got some tacos today. I went back to those trucks, even though maybe I shouldn't go back there. I don't know. Stick with the classics. Trying out these trucks. I don't know. Yesterday I was considering not going back, but I did go back anyway. Here's the burrito taco. Crazy. Oh yeah, ground, or it's like pot roast. Kind of saucy. So saucy sauce. Everything's sauce. Oh wow. How's this going? Well, it's okay. I don't think this is as good as it's not as good as like old Ramirez, but when Ramirez got weird. I was eating a lot of Ramirez 2019. Like even in the beginning of 2020. I think I did that on New Year's 2020. I didn't know what I had back then with the freedom. But it was freedom. Freedom to go eat the barbacoa tacos. This is burrito, that was barbacoa. Some more. Not totally the same. The burrito tacos are pretty good. But yeah, not as good as barbacoa from Ramirez. It's Thursday. Thursday is a weird day. What happens on Thursdays? Hello? Ian? On Mondays, you know what's going on. Garfield Day. It's like real in it now. Feeling these days, basically, it's like an office job, except for it's like fake, and I don't have to put on pants. But Monday's Garfield is like, oh, it's Monday. Oh, you have the whole week. I'm actually feeling it though. When you get closer to the weekend. Maybe Monday you're not happy to be back. On Tuesday you're like, okay, it's my life now, I'm doing things. And maybe you're actually doing things on Tuesdays. Getting things done, saying, okay, I'm going to do things. You keep waking up early. Like Monday, you really don't want to wake up because on Sunday you slept in. So then on Monday you're like, oh my God, trying to recover from the weekend because I stayed up late and I didn't, instead of recovering extra, I ruined myself. Kind of. Not really, but I just sleep in. I just want to stay up all night. So on Friday and Saturday, I stay up pretty late usually and I sleep in. Then by Monday, it's already messed up. I want to wake up, and I got to wake up early. Too early. But then it's on Monday, and then Tuesday you're doing stuff because you're used to it a little bit. And then Wednesday you're already looking forward to the next weekend. Oh, here comes Thursday. Tomorrow's Thursday. That's Wednesday. On Thursday, that's today. It's Friday Junior. Just like, oh, it could be Friday. It's almost Friday. Friday. People are actually referring to it Friday Eve. Like, no joke. Like, hey, it's Friday Eve. Like, what? Are you really saying that right now? Is this office space right now? Are you saying the words Friday Eve to me? But they do. And you say, hey! Hey, office man. That's a good joke. We're friends here. That's Thursday. That's today. And tomorrow Friday, we're all over Friday. Hey, yo! That's a working party, I guess. And Saturday you're partying, Sunday you're trying to relax. So you gotta just sleep in. Sunday night's like, oh, gotta go to bed early. Wake up for Monday. And then it's all, again, like, same thing. I worked at a sandwich place for almost 10 years. And for the sandwich place, the schedule was changing around a little bit. Not towards the end there. Towards the end, it didn't change at all. It was kind of getting kind of weird though. Also, it was like, but sometimes they'd call me and tell me to sleep in. And I was living by the Capitol. I was sort of in Lacey. That was a weird time. Yeah. So yesterday, on Wednesday, I was here around the same time because I was sitting here listening to the radio until 7 o'clock. And then at 7 o'clock I went over there to get the food. That burger. Yeah. Hey, I don't know if I'm gonna go back to that zone. I really want to like it because it's new. It's kind of reminding me of Del Taco out there in Hawks Prairie, and when Del Taco, and then you can read about this in my book under the page of novelty. But I'm one for novelty, I guess. Even though I don't like change. Maybe I do like change, I don't know. Or new things. For somebody who doesn't like change, I do like novelty a lot. Like, maybe too much. Why do I like novelty so much? But I went to Del Taco, because it used to be, I'm just going to like read off that whole page if I remember it all. But Del Taco over there in Hawks Prairie used to be Church's Chicken. And, I don't know, maybe Church's was not even as good as Popeyes, but it was new anyway. It was like a whole nother novelty thing, but I was going to Church's like a lot. I mean, it was really good. I still really like Church's. Maybe I like it better than Popeyes. It's hard to tell now. But I do like Church's like a whole lot, and I was going over there like quite a bit. Oh! Tacos are a little unwieldy. Oh, jeez. Jeez. The wieldiness. The unwieldiness. Got me some tacos, like too many tacos. I got 5, I should have gotten 3. Church's Chicken. Up in Hawks Prairie. It's a Del Taco now. when they made the building restrictions, because it was a moderately new building. And I don't ever remember it being that crazy packed. It's Sonic. I actively dislike Sonic, but I went there at least once for novelty when they opened up. But for months, Sonic was backed up, way backed up. There was 2 Sonics in town. Used to be none, now we have 2. But I went there to Sonic like once. I got a hot dog. Yeah, I can go anywhere I want now with the car. But I'm just gonna go to the taco trucks or whatever. Keep telling myself to drive out there to Popeyes. Maybe next time I go to Walmart. Because then I usually buy food at Walmart, so then what? Kind of feels weird to buy groceries and then go to a restaurant. Oh, this is spicy. Church's Chicken is where Del Taco is now. Used to be Church's Chicken. Changed it into Del Taco. I was going to Church's Chicken all the time. At least once a week, maybe 2 or 3 times a week. And it was on my way home too. That's why. Then they closed down. They didn't say anything to me. I went there like probably a day or 2 before they closed. And they were closing in 2 days. I don't know. Did they know? They must have known. They got to tell people about it. But are they going to tell me about it? Maybe they should have. I mean, I would have gone there more. But the people who work there, they don't care. Nobody cares about that. They're like, oh, well, I guess the place is closing. Better get a job at Del Taco. I remember how many Church's people just like changed their shirt and kept working. Cover up the reapply. I like the chicken place. Would probably be an awful place to work. All the fried food and the low pay. I mean, if it's like minimum wage and you get greasy, maybe one of the worst jobs there is. When taking into pay into account. But people are still there. Ooh, spicy. I thought there was like a national crisis of workers, but I haven't seen anybody close down. And KFC's open till at least like 9 or 10. And we'll see. Too spicy for me. Should ask for a light spice green sauce. Oh. Yeah, I went to churches all the time, but then they closed down. They didn't tell me. Changed into Del Taco. What? Spice. I went to Del Taco. And, you know, they got burgers there at Del Taco and Taco, so I was going there like often. Maybe like too often. I went there like this week also. So I was like, you're gonna be my new Popeyes. And it wasn't that great. And even after I like knew it wasn't that great, I still went like a lot. But then I at one point I was like, I don't know about this place. And then I didn't go there, and now I haven't been there in like 2 or 3 years, so I mean, I guess that's including virus times, but like even before that I hadn't gone there for like maybe almost a year. So maybe I'm never gonna go back. I remember like the Grinning Ghost and Melted really like Del Taco. And they're from California, or they could go to In-N-Out Burger. Well, I like Del Taco okay. It was the timer went off, the couch time timer went off. So I'm still here. That's okay though. I didn't get through my day. I'm spending a lot of time today making spice sounds. But yesterday, I was here on Wednesday evening, talking to Yellow Fellow at the end, spilling the sauce, eating that weird burger. Half of the program. Oh, I gotta keep eating this food. Oh, I think all the spice was on one side, that's why it's so spicy. I gotta save some room in my stomach for the pills. I went to my home, my residence, in the car. A little rainy, not too rainy. Not much going on out there in the world. Eating spaghetti. I ate all my spaghetti noodles. I woke up this morning to go to work at my home, and I ate spaghetti with rice. Because I cooked rice and I didn't have any pasta cooked. I would have to cook it, and I was in a little bit of a hurry to eat. I was kind of hungry, and I just ate the rice, and it's fine. You shove it in your face, it's food. Pretty good, actually. Kind of weird, but it's good. So many potatoes in there. Just like stew. Crazy stews. It's like the Rugrats' father. And then I went to work all day, and then I came out here. Went to work all day. So I'm watching this Wu-Tang TV show, and the guy that's playing the RZA, he doesn't sound like the RZA. They cast it as a kind of a more like low voice, tough sounding guy. This is my brother's joke, make him doing the RZA voice now. Listen, it's the RZA. What you going? What are you gonna do? I guess that's my rapper voice. Kind of sounds like DMX. My dog's in. So, but this guy's doing the voice. Maybe he's doing a DMX voice. I guess we're supposed to be both from New York, like tall, skinny guys, but I don't know. On the show, it doesn't really sound like RZA to me. Sorry, RZA. We'll take forever. All right, let's go back over there. I'm gonna make it. There's the Buria plate. Okay, we got a few voicemails. Looks like y'all fell through and called, and so did Ian, and also somebody else. Who's this? Oh, silent message from this afternoon. I think maybe the thing is working.
What's up, Kenny? I'm seeing, just sitting at home. Just had McDonald's. My girlfriend, she was just telling me I gotta get away from her because they keep cutting gas and it smells like rotting sulfur. And
Talking about
she's
farts?
not really a fan of it, so I'm sitting over here at the table. And yeah, watching part of your program right now. You're talking about fingerprinting and stuff. I like your old co-host. That was really cool. I wonder what became of him. I wonder what became of all of us. Bought a thing of breeze today. Smells like Downy. It's pretty good. Takes away the skunk smell of the apartment, if you know what I mean. It's fun stuff. I paid today, or no, I get paid this weekend, but like, yeah, I made like, brought in like $1,000 in like less than 24 hours. That was pretty cool. Feeling pretty good about that. You were talking tonight about how you used to read like 2 hours a day. Just gotta have to say, yes, that's true. I thought it was 5 hours a day. Made me jealous not having a Kindle. Go get a Kindle for Christmas. I think I deserve a Kindle. I think we all having a Kindle. Go get a Kindle. That's true. I thought it was 5 hours a day. Say, yes, that's true. I thought it was 5 hours a day. Just gotta have to say, yes, that's true. I thought it was 5 hours a day. Made me jealous not having a Kindle. Go get a Kindle for Christmas. I think I deserve a Kindle.
Yeah, well, if you made $1,000, you buy yourself
a Kindle. I think Yellow Man really deserves a Kindle. I want to get like a custom-made Yellow Man case for my Kindle. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for this year, Christmas. That's my plan. I think I'm gonna buy this anarcho-capitalist lapel pin because it's just so stupid and funny. And I just like now people might be able to double look at it and just roll their eyes and just laugh and snicker.
Snicker.
They'll snicker like a Snickers bar. Yeah, they'll all snicker. That's what I think. Bunch of snickering Snicker bars.
Hi. I'm buzzing my head and was talking to you last night a little bit. I was driving around.
Yeah. Go wrong. Did you make it back?
Saw my cousin. Gave him a little bit of money for the car. And his daughter, his like little 2-year-old daughter, was there. She had a teddy bear that she was pretty excited about. She was showing it off. Happy little kid. There were airplanes flying by over the backyard, and she was getting, she was mesmerized by them. And, I like watching little kids react
airplanes,
to
huh?
things, you know? Trying to piece them
I
together
think that's Freddy.
without
And watch him get out of his car.
the language to back it up.
Freddy!
Interesting.
Yeah, there he is. You can see him.
Nerve. I think I need to take better care of myself. Had some Taco Bell.
Taco Hell.
I shouldn't have done that. It's kind of like a day and a half so far, just kind of like 2 days of bad decision making going on that. I should slow it down a little bit. Cut it out.
Cut out your bad decision making? Yeah, that's a good idea. I should make less bad decisions.
What kind of food did you get today? I'm gonna have to tune into the most recent episode upload. Should leave a few more messages first. I was in a real loserish mood when I was talking to you last night.
Loserish.
I think. Whining. Buzz in my head, and it's probably gonna take like half an hour. I'm gonna try to go faster, but I move like a slug a lot of the time. I'm like so much of a bad combination of being a perfectionist when it just comes to very stupid, simple things, and then being lazy and slow. I'm like putting myself down again. I think that might be an Irish tendency. The Irish people do. I'm a little bit Irish.
Are the Irish famous for
I
self-deprecating?
don't think being Irish.
I don't think. Do you think the Irish
Yeah,
are
got much
self-deprecating? Talk about.
The Irish background.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
I think.
no good traits.
Like Jewish is like the
Down
stereotypical
again.
self-put downers, maybe. Like
I think the Irish have a healthy, laughing at themselves kind of thing going on.
oh, okay.
Maybe not self-deprecating in the same way, but definitely, you gotta love to laugh at yourself.
Hey, Freddy, what do you think about ethnic stereotypes?
Here's what I think. I think they're valid, and I'm talking about them as if they are true.
Tonight,
Yep, I was talking about them.
I'm going.
Is this a message?
Yeah,
So he can't defend himself.
yeah.
Go to work. Can be a waiter. Be that waiter guy. Hey, there's that waiter with the beard and the hair.
He had his friend over from Philadelphia who was like on and off again, like whatever.
Romantic friend?
Yeah, romantic friend. And then they were gonna have like a weekend or like a week together, but then she left after like a day or two early, and now he's not happy.
Oh.
Yeah, and he's
Sorry, yellow fellow.
he's bummed out on the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a weird time.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
What a bummer.
I think any bummers in the past have been obliterated by the virus.
Yeah.
It's like, remember anything that bad that's ever happened to you? Yeah.
Not as bad as the virus.
Yeah.
I actually
Yeah,
had something. Well,
Uh-huh.
finish this message. I had something really scary happen to me.
Oh, wow. What you want to say? I was listening to it's like a...
There he is again.
What?
A lot of regulars at this place.
That's
Working
always
at a place like this every day. I'm like closer with these people here
They know you.
than I am with my family currently.
You know what?
And
It's awful when people try to say that your work, that you're their family.
my new family.
Yeah.
You ever
Oh, he
hear
just
that?
said that.
Huh?
He said they're my new family.
That's what he
that
said.
ends
Yeah.
up happening
But
whether you
people-
want to or
You ever
not.
have people at your work tell you that you're their family?
I have had jobs where they're like, we're like a family here.
Yeah.
No one literally has told me you're like my family.
Oh yeah, they said we're like a family.
Yeah.
My last job, actually, some guy, like the boss would never say that.
No?
Some guy said that one time, though, and that guy was awful, though.
Yeah.
But at my new job, somebody said it, and
What? You guys are already a family, but you've never even seen each other in person.
yeah, I don't think it is true, and they don't pay me enough to hang out with my family.
Yeah.
If they paid me, I would probably see my family a lot more.
Yeah. I'm want to hear this really scary thing that happened to
I
me?
do, yeah.
Where there was like a very large chance that I actually would not have been here today,
Oh,
and that you would have tried to call me, and I just would have never picked up, and then I would be like, what? Where's Freddy? He didn't show up to work today. And then they're like, and today they would have gone to the hotel that my parents are staying at, and then they would have said, they never checked out, but their car is still here, and they just haven't returned.
oh my God, you almost died?
Yeah,
Whoa.
I almost died
Whoa.
yesterday.
What?
So I went to the beach to visit my family because my mom, it was her birthday,
Yeah.
and she likes to go to the Washington coast and walk on the beach, even when it's raining. It's like her favorite thing. So I don't know. I don't think they really expected that I was going to be able to come and come do that. It was not part of the original plan, but I had the day off, and
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. I feel like I want to make her birthday special.
Okay.
So I went there, and Madeline came, and they took us out to dinner. We ate a big dinner, and then we took a big walk on the beach, and it was a strange walk on the beach because there was a lot of foam. There's usually like a little bit of foam, but this was like more foam on the beach than I've ever seen before.
Foam.
Foam, yeah. It looked like, you know, if you like put soap bubbles in a fountain or something, it's like
Oh.
this giant foam like wiggling in the wind and like rolling itself down the beach.
Ooh. Eerie.
Very eerie.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
getting scary.
Yeah, and you know, the birds were flying in the air like something was chasing them, but nothing was chasing them.
What?
And like, we were kind of walking and talking, looking at the foam a lot, like because
Yeah.
the foam was so unusual and kind of, it was rolling around on the beach. I'm like, how does foam get made? Like, what is ocean foam
What
made
is
of?
foam?
How can you even make foam out of just like salt water and I guess dirt? And like, we decided it has to be like agitated really heavily, right?
Yeah.
To make foam. And even then, I'm not really sure what it is that's holding the bubbles together.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What is foam?
Anyway, came to a spot where sometimes on the beach there'll be a big river that's running across the beach, and you either have to like get your feet wet by walking through it, or you can kind of like usually find a spot where it's like pretty thin and jump. So we were all walking, and I'm with my dad doesn't usually walk on the beach with us actually, but I think because we were walking all as a family and we just had dinner and everything, he's like, okay, I'll walk on the beach.
Why does he walk on the beach?
Why does he not usually?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he, maybe
He doesn't care for it.
He's seen the beach before.
Yeah, he doesn't care for the beach.
It's
He's
like,
just like, I'm gonna sit it out. I don't want to get sand in my shoes. Just like,
maybe. I think it's more of like I'm not really sure what the big deal is. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I think he would say sort of like, I've seen the ocean before.
yeah, but he'd rather just sit in the car by himself.
No, usually he would be at the hotel, like maybe watching TV instead.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not crazy. My mom really likes to walk on the beach. Sometimes she'll walk on the beach like 3 times a day, and he'll go out on one walk maybe.
Oh,
but
yeah,
not
one
like
to 3.
And so we were walking together as a family, and then
Oh, yeah.
we're
I think the repetition of the beach is part of its appeal
probably
to me.
it's never quite the same, really.
Yeah, but it's like it
Very
is
similar.
I remember when I went back to the beach though, I was like, yeah, the beach still is there. Like after the virus times, I went with Bird like 3 weeks ago.
Oh
I
yeah,
was like, the beach is there. It's nice. Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, so we were like, okay, we got to cross this path, and I was there was a giant log, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll pull this giant log over the thing to make a bridge,
Yeah.
And I go pull the giant log, and it's like too heavy for me to move. But that was kind of up the way, and
Whoa.
everyone was kind of following me.
The story's gonna lead to all of you almost dying, huh?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
very quickly, because as I was checking the log, everyone kind of was walking up past me, and my parents were a little behind me, Madeline was even a little like further behind them, and suddenly my dad just yells, "Run!"
Whoa.
Like it's like run.
Whoa.
Actually, like not run like for fun.
Whoa.
Not run. It was just like actually I've never actually heard that before in
Whoa.
my life. Like
Whoa.
where someone who just says like run, as if like if you don't run you're gonna die.
Oh my God.
So I don't even look behind me at first, but I just start running. And then I
Whoa.
look because, you know, my parents are now a little bit ahead of me. Madeline is still kind of far behind. I look and the waves are starting to come in like really fast.
Oh.
And we were up to a point where we were, you know, 100, 200 feet away from the waves at that point.
Yeah.
Like several building tall away from the waves. Like we're not even close to the waves. But all of a sudden they were, you know, almost about to get us.
Whoa.
And so I like grabbed onto Madeline's hand and like ran faster.
Whoa.
And then the wave that was coming at us was also joined by this other diagonal wave coming around the corner
Whoa.
of a thing. So it's like coming at us in this triangle. And we made it to the edge of the dunes as the dunes start to lift up, and got up a little bit higher. And we looked back, and the water just kept coming.
You want last taco?
Really? You don't want me to talk
I'm
about?
pretty full. I ate a lot of them. It's very spicy. I'm gonna eat carrots though.
Yeah, I would definitely have a taco.
All right.
And as I look back, the water like fills up the entire river and like shoots it like further down through the dunes. That log that I had tried to lift and couldn't lift had just like flown way up the beach.
Whoa.
It was
Yeah.
really it would maybe even would have like run into us or something if we hadn't seen the whole thing.
Yeah.
And like there was no change in sound. The only thing was it was just like my dad like looked over at the ocean again. And I think we've been looking at the ocean the entire time, right?
Yeah.
Like, the whole time we're just like looking at the ocean. And the one time that we're like, oh, here's a river, we have to cross it. Let's like go up towards the dunes and see if we can find a spot. We like turn our backs on the ocean,
Never turned your back on the ocean.
and that's when it like came at us.
Whoa.
I think that they kept saying like it was a rogue wave, is what my parents said.
Whoa.
And even on the spot on the dunes, we kind of had to like go back up a little higher a little bit later. It got really deep all the way. It covered the entire beach.
Whoa.
Like any place that wasn't a dune
Yeah,
was covered.
I heard there were storm warnings. Maybe I should have warned you. I didn't really think about it.
Yeah. I told someone else that story today at work, and they said, because I kind of said the same thing. I was like, I knew that there was some sort of what are they calling, a cyclone bomb or something?
Yeah.
It's a very intense word. But I knew that was going to be there, and so, you know, maybe we should not have gone. And then he was like, most people do go to the beaches when it's stormy, because that's when you can find all the like weird stuff that's washed up on the beach.
Like what?
Like glass balls.
Garbage?
Garbage. Like expensive garbage or something? Yeah. So, really, I mean, after that, we kind of put a whole different spin on our hangout. And then on the whole drive home, which is about 2.5 to 3 hour thing,
Yeah.
we just kept kind of going over in our minds, like, all the different possibilities of what could have happened.
Yeah.
Obviously, all of us getting washed out. We're like, what if we didn't even go to the beach that day and my mom was just out there by herself?
That's what it would happen if...
Maybe. It's a possibility,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? And then we looked as we were walking back, we didn't actually go back on the beach after that. It was a little scary. But we were walking kind of back on the trails in the dunes. And there was a spot where there was another kind of similar river type thing, but the dune was all kind of like already down. We were kind of like, there was a big dune, and then it kind of goes back, and we're like in a valley on the other side. There was a whole dune between us and the beach, and there was foam under this river, under this bridge.
Whoa,
like it had
yeah.
shot foam all the way through. So I think and actually every place we looked at the beach, it seemed like the tide had gone up really, really high. So I think it did it on the whole beach.
Oh.
I kind of wonder if anyone was out there.
Yeah. I mean, it probably happened like all the time. I wonder...
Maybe you're right, maybe.
Where was this?
Long Beach, Washington.
I wonder if the foam is agitating, like if it's like a sign of a storm. It's like, oh,
Maybe so.
get out of the phone. There's
Yeah.
waves gonna come in.
Yeah, it might be. And then most of the people we saw on the beach, we didn't see any other walkers on the beach. We saw people driving though.
Yeah.
So that would be pretty crazy, I think, in your car.
Yeah.
Get washed out in a car in the ocean, but
Yeah. Do you have a new lease on life now?
I think so.
Oh.
Maybe I do.
You
I've been pretty busy today.
Did your dad save your life?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. He saved my life.
Run!
Imagine just like run and yell as loud as he could.
Whoa, I've never experienced that before.
Yeah.
Imminent danger like that.
It doesn't really hit you. And I mean, actually at all. It's like running, you're like, oh shit, what? Look at this thing. That's pretty crazy. It's like, wow, that's actually very serious.
Yeah.
In your mind, but it's like not really fear, something else. It's only afterwards you're like, wow, that could have been really bad, and like,
Well, you don't have time for fear.
no,
I think maybe I wrote about this in my book. Is that like, when you're running, you don't need to be afraid of stuff. You're being afraid, like humans are afraid because you're like waiting for something to happen. You're like, oh, I'm afraid right now, but like, it's not happening.
Yeah.
Like, if you're in imminent danger, you're not really afraid necessarily. You're running. You're doing like.
yeah, you're afraid when you're hiding. You're not
Yeah.
afraid when you're running, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow.
anyway, it's weird to think that. Cause I really was thinking, I was like, oh my god, like we could have just been washed out to sea. Obviously,
Whoa.
we might not have all perished,
Yeah.
but we might have all perished, and then it's just like
Nobody knows.
4 people disappear from their hotel, and it's
Yeah.
like, you know,
You're pretty close to the ocean, though.
yeah, but I mean, it like came all the way up,
Yeah.
and went all the way back out, you know.
It'll be warm. How's the weather?
It was rainy, but
Yeah.
like sort of more of a mist than anything, you know.
Yeah. It was the daytime too.
Dusk. It was like just getting dark.
Oh, scary.
Yeah. It was by the time we made it back to the hotel, it was all the way
Yeah.
dark.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you're alive.
Hey, I'm glad I'm alive.
Yeah. Wow.
I've got a new lease on life. I really don't have a new lease on life. I feel pretty much the same. But
Oh.
I guess I could try to do things different.
I think having a new lease on life is fun to have. So.
Yeah, I'll try to have that. I don't know. You have a new lease on life, and then you have to go immediately and work your opening shift at a cafe, and then you're sort of like, well, here I am with my new lease on life, like serve some coffee. But
Yeah. What if you have a new lease on like your apartment or something?
yeah, I definitely have a new lease. One of the things I thought about, I was like, I can't die. I've got too many unfinished projects.
Oh yeah.
I gotta finish some projects. So I should finish some things.
Yeah. It's good reasons to live. Some people don't have projects. I'm like, do you have a reason to live? I guess I have children or something. We should call Yellowfella and do the thing, but
Let's cheer him up.
Ian called too. Ian's been calling. I'm calling Yellowfella for stuff.
Yeah, I guess we don't need to cheer him up. We could help him. We could help him revel deeper in his.
So I don't tell him he almost died that you should get a new lease on. Maybe you could give him your lease on life.
Oh yeah, Yellowfella. Are you interested in a new lease on life? I have got one.
How's Mallory? Do you think she's gonna die too, or?
Yeah. I mean, once it was
Did
all.
you all agree? Like your family, you're like, we almost died.
Yeah.
Even your dad?
Yep.
Your dad?
He said he was joking about this thing where he's like, oh, they would probably say, well, at least they died doing what they loved. But he's like, that's not real. People don't die and say, well, I'm glad I was doing something I loved.
Please leave a message after the tone.
They say,
Yellowfella's program calls back.
yeah, they say, oh no, I don't want to die. Oh, that was awful. And and then later on in the funeral, the people are like, at least they died doing what they loved. And like, but that's all. That phrase he said, moments after we survived the rogue wave, he said, that is for the people who are left behind. So I think he was very much like thought we were like close to death.
Oh yeah. Was that? I mean, because he's a tough guy.
He is, but they both are in their 70s now too.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's probably harder for. I mean, yeah, I don't know. There's so many different ways that could have gone, and I'm really glad that it was the one where we all survived. So thanks, Dad, for seeing the rogue wave and warning us in time.
Wow. I'm trying to think of what I love to do.
Oh yeah.
Like what did I die doing?
When you're electrocuted by the program machine.
Yeah. Doing what I guess. I mean, I'm having a good time. Don't get me wrong, but I love it. Like.
You have talked about that on the show a couple times when you get shocked.
Oh yeah, well now we got these wireless mics.
We haven't been shocked by the mics in a while.
Yeah, maybe I should give myself a good shock. I died doing what I was probably like watching TV. Doing nothing. Yeah.
Any of those things, unless it's maybe like, I don't know.
I died doing what I love, having a heart attack. Yeah.
Yeah. I knew someone who died hiking. This is actually an old TCTV guy. I don't know. It's maybe a little irreverent to be talking about people, but I'm talking about him. He was an avid hiker, though.
Yeah.
He loved playing like old-time music and hiking. Those were his two favorite things to do. And I think he was hiking, and then he slipped and fell his demise.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
It was just like somebody who had a TV show, right, or something.
He had a TV show, but he was like on his show, and like played bluegrass music and like recorded people playing shows and stuff all the time on TCTV.
Do I know them? I don't know.
I probably should remember his name.
We had a friend who died skiing.
Yeah, that's true. I never really knew him to be a skier, though. I like never. Heard him
I didn't know.
I love skiing.
I mean, I didn't really know him that well.
Yeah, he might have loved skiing.
He was a distant friend.
Yeah.
If you love like extreme sports, then it's easy to die doing what you love.
He died doing what he loved.
Skydiving
out of airplanes. Yeah, exactly. Like flying a wingsuit from the top of a mountain.
Goodbye.
Oh, it's like that way with bashing his brains in with a hammer. It's extreme sports.
Causing avalanches.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Setting fire to buildings.
Yeah. So that's the closest natural disaster you've ever...
I think so. Yeah. It really made me feel like, well, immediately, I mean, the funny thing is afterwards, it's such an all-consuming moment that your mind looks at it at so many different angles.
Yeah.
And one of the angles was like this idea of like maybe like the monster that is the sea, where you're like, it's as in a horror movie, waiting until you least suspect to like attack you.
Yeah.
Because it really felt like I said, we were just like looking at the ocean for basically a whole hour, and as soon as we turned our backs on it, it struck.
Whoa.
So don't turn your backs on the ocean. Watch out for rogue waves. Yeah, that's real. That's a very dangerous thing.
Yeah, I went to the beach with Bird. We went to the one, like you go through Aberdeen. What is that? That's not Long Beach. That's just, is that Ocean Shores?
Yeah, I think it is. Ocean Shores is a little further south than Long Beach, yeah. Because like basically you have to go out all the way on the 101, and then if you keep going on the 101 up this peninsula, you get to Long Beach, but there's still also, I think, Ocean Shores is before that.
Right. I can imagine Madeline doesn't like the beach that much.
No, I think she liked it. Maybe she was playing in the foam. She liked the foam.
Oh, you touched the phone?
Yeah.
It wasn't first Christmas. My future.
It was foamy.
This is way queued up. I was gonna look at this, but then I didn't.
What is it?
Messages from the past.
Oh yeah.
I didn't look. I rewinded.
In a while.
I rewinded it 2 weeks, and then I didn't.
Oh, look at it. Oh,
Still watching that. Look at it. You have a name for the tape?
I found out about that. I talked about that tape that we've been watching of my sister and my mom.
Oh yeah.
Hey, future.
And apparently it was similar to that story I told about when me and my sister used to throw tantrums. Apparently my sister, when she first started there she is. When she first started getting homeschooled, she was like being maybe bratty to my mom. And my mom was trying to teach her, and she was like not having it, basically.
Yeah.
And so they did the same old trick, recorded her, and showed what it was like when she was being a brat.
Oh.
And then so I guess it stopped. She stopped.
Yeah. Was that a hidden camera or?
I don't think it was hidden.
Oh.
And after that, she was behaved better because she knew that if she like did something bad you'd have to watch it back, basically.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, don't make me watch. Like now, I think everyone wants to see themselves on TV or YouTube or whatever. But
Yeah.
some people wouldn't have been bratty, but then do something bratty on purpose to get YouTube likes.
I always think this is like my, what are you doing? My,
To get a picture of the skeleton face.
okay. My mother's parenting technique, one of them was if I would start even beginning to throw a tantrum in a store or something, I said, look around, you see anybody else doing what you're doing right now? You should be embarrassed. Aren't you embarrassed of yourself? Like, look around, there's nobody else doing this. You're doing something embarrassing. Like, I don't care about this. You can do it all you want, but you should be embarrassed for yourself. Like, so,
That's good. It is. I mean, it's a slightly, you feel like, oh, is that brutal? But no, it's also good because that's a great lesson to like look around you and take social cues from your peers, and like don't do stuff that they're not doing most of the time. You know, it's like, oh, is anyone else publicly urinating? Oh, no, I guess they're not publicly urinating, so maybe I won't either.
yeah.
Learn a lot when you look around and see what everyone else is doing.
Some good lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't really look at that tape too much. I guess,
What, the messages?
no, like the,
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not an exciting tape.
yeah, well, the other tape's not that exciting too, but I guess we just had a lot to do or something in the last couple of weeks. So maybe,
Oh, wow.
maybe we have like a slow week or so when I was looking at the other tapes. I don't really know. Oh, I'm trying to think of like last time there was like a some kind of disaster that I survived, and I was just thinking about like maybe just like the heat wave.
Yeah.
I mean, that, I don't know if anybody died from that. Here's Ian.
I think some people did, but yeah, I think people did.
Oh, what's going on? We're just like wearing the same clothes?
Is that us?
Yeah. Wait, is that right now?
Not today?
No.
Did we already do a message?
Oh, that was
before?
weird. Wait, look at this. Look at this. This is really, it's like it's like this is last Thursday.
What, last Thursday?
Yeah.
No, what the hell? Oh, weird. GoPro's driving in the woods, Blair Witch style.
This is weird. It's Thursday, and I just realized that David Lieberhardt's phone number is on this picture.
Is it? Oh, call me.
Whoa. Yeah.
That's
Blair Witch
Blair
Project
Witch.
trees. How's the East Coast trees? Chew your food, especially if it's rice noodles. Bye, future. Ian, hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Sorry.
Good. Sorry.
I see his face.
Yeah, we can see your. We can see your face. He's behind the tape.
What did I miss? Did I miss anything?
I almost died.
Oh shoot. I'm sorry. I'm glad you're
No,
alive.
yeah, my dad saved my life.
But you're unscathed though. Some people, sometimes if you almost die, it's because you get stabbed.
Oh, yeah.
And then you survive.
I almost died in a way where like a piano fell like 2 inches away from me, and it would have crushed me to death, but it didn't crush me, and it didn't even hurt me.
I'm so happy that didn't happen.
Yeah, me
It
too.
only happens to cartoon characters, not human beings.
It's more of a metaphorical piano, but it's just watch out for rogue waves, Ian. If you ever go to the beach,
Yeah, we'll do. I'll keep that in mind.
Have you ever almost died?
Have I almost died?
Yeah.
Millions of times.
Oh, millions.
Yeah.
That's too many. For your birthday, hair anniversary. Bye, future. I think that if it's been millions, then your
Invincible.
definition of almost is too loose.
I'm trying to think of like the closest one. I've almost drowned one time. That was terrifying.
Yeah, because I'm like right about to. I mean, like our human bodies are so close to just falling apart. Anyway, you know, sometimes I think if you fall, if you just you lose your balance and you smash your head on the ground, easily just die. Or I mean, not even that. You can just your heart's going all the time. It's kind of crazy that your heart's moving and that the biological process is working all the time. You can just be oh, it's dead. You're just dead. You know. So I'm almost dead. I'm almost dying all the time.
your heart's like, oh, you know what? Actually, you can be in charge of me beating. It's like, what?
Yeah.
No, not that.
I almost died. Wow. It's well, if my heart didn't beat one last time, I would have been dead. How'd you almost drown?
What's up?
How did you almost drown?
Oh, so I'm not a good swimmer at all. And
Yeah,
we
that's
were
a
running.
good story to start off with almost drowning. Yeah. Me neither.
I'm not a swimmer, and we were like all out on kayaks, and this asshole, like grabbed our boat and like was about to flip us over, and I was trying to stop him last second, and he flipped us over. I went under, and I just went like this, just trying to grab anything I could grab, floating. And yeah, it was terrifying.
Were you able to right yourself?
I was, yeah. Well, thankfully I held on to dear life to the sinking kayak, and it was like just floating above, and I was just like, kicking my feet like that, like crazy, while I was holding on to it.
Was this in a lake?
I was in a lake, and then thankfully a friend of mine was at the dock, and he got on a kayak and just paddled out and saved me.
Doesn't seem like you were that close to dying.
Was the person like trying to teach you how to use a kayak? Because that is one of the things they do in kayak training is they flip you over.
Seems like
Yeah.
if you were going to go out in a kayak and all it would take to flip you is to die, and then you would be
There's one
dead.
of those kayaks that would fit 4 people inside of it.
Oh wow.
You're
Yeah.
making some poor choices then. I mean, if you're, but I guess you live. But if it all it takes to flip, and you would have been dead, potentially dead.
Well, yeah, I wasn't expecting the boat to go over. Like,
Yeah, but
You expect that boat to be upright.
kayaks
absolutely.
kayaks flip all right. They're not. Aren't they pretty like angular? Like
I think a kayak often is
Very
like
like it's kind of made to flip a little bit. It's not like if you flip in a rowboat, you'd be like, oh my god.
or a canoe. I think canoes are like open face.
They are open based. Yeah.
A kayak like has a really small opening and you're in it usually.
Yeah, so it seems like
I was in a
flipping.
canoe. That's what I was in.
It was a canoe.
It was a canoe? Oh yeah. Oh, so they were not trying to. Wow, who's this guy who flipped you? Was that an enemy of yours?
He was now an enemy. He's also not very well liked around town. Like he's
He's got a
86.
bad reputation, huh? For flipping. That guy's always flipping canoes.
Yeah.
That guy flipped a canoe.
That guy almost killed me.
Kayaks, I think, are almost made to flip.
Yeah. They won't go down.
They'll flip you over in the kayak training. That's like.
I've been thrown off a horse before at like 4 years old.
Oh, yeah. Don't ride horses. Don't go in kayaks. I think that's these are some of my like personal ethos.
Ethos.
No horses.
I had a dog run up on me before. That was terrifying.
Killer dog.
Yeah, like just a random street dog. I was just walking back to my dad's house one night when I was in my early 20s. And,
Where? On like the east side?
yeah, on Thurston. It just came out of like nowhere.
No more.
To me, and like I grabbed something and I threw it at it, and I got really loud and I got really big.
You hit it?
It didn't bite me. Didn't do anything. It just
I
scared
don't
it
know.
off.
I think
I know
that
someone. We met someone. Were you there that time we met that person who was attacked by dogs in Mexico? Like a pack of dogs?
I think I heard about that.
I've heard this story.
Yeah.
I think Freddy's near-death experience sounds a little closer to death. Than
Yours sounds like very close.
Yeah.
Oh no! This is the best one. I'm walking to meet my girlfriend for this stupid work event that she was doing in my neighborhood in Highland Park, and I was walking, and it was like this big thunderstorm, like just raining like fucking crazy, and then like I'm walking down this one street, and like there's just puddles of fucking water. It's this downpour, and this fucking power line just exploded right in front of me.
Oh no.
The fucking thing fell, and like the fact that I didn't get electrocuted
Yeah.
was like insane because there was just
Oh.
flakes of water around me.
Whoa. What did you do?
I ran. I
Yeah.
literally just was fucking running like this and just like
In the other
it,
direction? Or
just the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
that does seem like a really close call.
It was, dude. If I had gotten a 20-second lead, I'd have been dead.
They always do that in the movies. They like electrocute people through a puddle.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
It was some Final Destination.
Yeah. I met a guy one time who got shocked by a power line and it erased his memory.
What?
Oh.
What did he use that?
He was at a retirement home. He was like, he is now helping people. Like
What?
he was the cook at the retirement home, and I was like, He's like, I used to be a lineman for the county, and then I was climbing up and I got zapped, and it erased my memory.
Oh man, he never got it back.
I thought you said the opening line of that Glenn Campbell song.
What is memory? That's so crazy.
Yeah.
One time, I wrote about this in my book. I saw my book right here, and I was tempted to just open it up and read it, but I'm just going to say it again. But I got in a car wreck with my mother and family, and it was like pouring down rain, and we were on I-5, and we got like swiped or something.
Whoa.
And then we like spun out through like 3 or 4 lanes of traffic, and hit the barrier, and there was just like nobody else going down the freeway at that time.
Wow.
But if there was, we would probably be at least hurt.
Here we go. We're gonna
Hey, future, it's us, the past.
I almost died yesterday. Watch out for rogue waves.
Road waves.
You can sit in the bong. Yeah, you said somebody say run to you?
Yeah, my dad. Run!
Scary, real scary for London Scary Month. Bye, future.
Bye, future. I don't know if you guys heard about that horrible accident that happened last weekend.
What?
Some guy was on a crotch rocket, and he like rear-ended some car on the I-90 bridge, and he literally just went flying over the handlebars and off over the bridge.
Oh.
Yeah, like it's
You okay?
like, horrible.
Is he dead?
I don't know, but there are definitely search boats out there.
Oh no, missing.
Hopefully
That's
he's
what
fine.
I was afraid of. I was afraid I was just going to be missing.
Oh man, that would be scary. I mean, I wouldn't know until probably Saturday. I'd be like, hey, we'll have to call in.
Oh yeah, I thought we were going to TCTV.
Yeah.
Freddy won't answer his phone. What's going on? Yeah.
I wonder at what point would I investigate?
Like, yeah, who would you call?
Yeah, well, I'll just
You call
go.
Madeline?
I guess I'll just knock on your door.
Oh yeah, go to my house.
Yeah.
The cat is like, meow, meow,
Yeah.
meow. Like, oh, Flower hasn't been fed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have it's Thursday, it's
Satanic killing.
Do you have a will?
No, I don't have a will.
Oh, well,
You gonna take my stuff? You can probably have it.
yeah, all right.
I can give you all my
Of
records
course.
and VHS tapes.
I actually did. YDHWM.com.
You made a will?
Because I had some finances to take care of from my last job.
Oh.
And for me, it's a good song, so I have like a retirement fund.
Uh-huh.
So they had me do TCTV, the Daily Cops, open the fifth, every up to the park there. Southby.com, I'm moving Northwest, Michigan, Las Vegas, USA, thank you, Jersey, you're watching, thank you. I split everything between my brother and sister, we're all pretty real there, but I didn't.
I don't think
yeah, dog.
anyone but you in my life is going to want my